Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. This video is a part of assignment given by Professor Tajul Arifin in the English subject. I am Zaenal Mustopa Kamil Pasya, the student of Law Studies, State Islamic University of Sunan Gunung Jati, Bandung. We'll talk about the death penalty according to human rights in Indonesia. Existence of death penalty in Indonesia is legally historically regulated in criminal code, most of which come from the Netherlands or known as Wetboek van Strafrecht. The prolonged polemic regarding to the death penalty raises first opinion. The first opinion is that the death penalty is part of positive criminal law in Indonesia. Therefore, it is still relevant to be implemented. The second opinion is that the death penalty contradicts human rights, which guarantees the right to live according to the Second Amendment of the 1945 Constitution. The problem is the death penalty system regulated in the Criminal Code contradicts the Second Amendment to Article 28A and Article 28I of the 1945 Constitution. The death penalty as part of the criminal law system is only an implementation of state policy, which must be admitted that this temporary state policy often undergoes a conceptual reform. The dynamism of the reform of the penal system has resulted in the abolition of the death penalty system such as Brazil, Scandinavian countries, Austria, and even Amnesty International through the Stockholm Declaration of December 11, 1977, calling for the abolition of the death penalty. From a historical approach, the death penalty policy is a development of an absolute theory that draws closer to the deterrence effect. However, in line with the dynamics of criminal law, punishment is more focused of the rehabilitation theory, namely the recovery of the convict so that he can socialize again with the public if the convict has served his sentence, so that is focus of the clinic treatment of the convict. Article 28A and Article 28I, Paragraph 1, the Second Amendment to the 1945 Constitution clearly states, every person has the right to live, has the right to live, and has the right to maintain his life and life, because it is non-derogable human right, which is human rights that cannot be reduced under any circumstance. In the First Amendment to the United States Constitution expressly and clearly guarantees freedom of speech and freedom of the press with the sentence Congress shall make no law respecting and or abrogating the freedom of speech or of the press. But it is also explicitly stated that the right of freedom must yield to the interest of general security in cases of clear and present danger, so that although the right to life and freedom of a person and the press should not be limited, abrogating freedom as a human right must give way, must yield in matters relating to existing and real dangers for the national interest. This exceptional formulation is not found in Article 28A and Article 28I, Paragraph 1 of the Second Amendment to our 1945 Constitution. The death penalty system may bind the legality of its citizen, but the binding is not a position to contradict the principle of constitutionality and the principle of superiors, which result in the elimination of human rights. Maybe that's all for me. I will stop here, and I want to thanks to Professor Tajul Arifin and all viewers for seeing your attention. I am Zaenal Mustopa Pasya. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.